What's going on, 49er faithful? Man, my boy Antonio says, where's my Niners at? What's going on? It's your boy Chili Will. Welcome to the 49ers Street Squad, guys. Hey, lots of fun stuff to talk about after that great win on Sunday, huh? Look at to those Miami Dolphins, you know what I'm saying? Woo! I don't know about you. I'm just saying, man, I was just feeling good after that victory, man, because our boys, as you know, had to go through once again another setback. You know, we had some more adversities to deal with, and you know what? We rose to the occasion and did what we had to do. You know why? 49er faithful, man, was out there giving it 110%, cheering on the San Francisco 49ers, and man, haters to the faithful, baby. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was crazy. Good win. Lots to talk about, guys. For tuning in. I appreciate you tuning in. If you haven't checked in yet and you're going to check in later, I appreciate it. Remember to hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button, notification bell, so when I go live, you guys will know Chili is in the building. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into it, guys. Big game. Niners beat Miami Dolphins 33-17. And obviously, you know, hey, this was to me the game of the week because everybody was talking about it. You know, I mean, like everybody was talking about this game because here you got Miami Mike coming in town. You know, now he got a little tan. If you notice on the sideline, he got a little tan now. You know, he's almost as dark as me. And looking good, you know what I'm saying? He's coming in with his Dolphins, you know, coming off of I don't know, 4 or 5 wins straight, probably more. I don't know off the top of my head, but hey, these guys were feeling themselves, you know. Of course, there was all the crazy talk going around. Raheem Mostert talking his, well, I don't say he was talking trash, but he was kind of made some comments. Let's just say he made some comments that some people kind of took to and thought like, what? You know, Mostert talking some trash. What's up? But, you know, he kind of cleared the air. He didn't mean to, you know, take it too aggressively, which is okay. Let's get this going. So, yeah, anyway, so game time comes upon us, you know, on Sunday, you know, Miami Dolphins in the building. And I tell you, before I could even get myself really seated and situated, you know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, I turn around. Dolphins have scored on us. They're like one play. And threw a bomb to was it wide receiver Trent Sherfield, who used to be an ex-49er. Ain't that something? Looked like he cut right through the zone. Definitely looked like a blown coverage in the defense. Takes it all the way for a score, 6 points. Okay, everybody's like, oh, come on now. We're better than that, guys. Come on, we're better than that. You know that. So I knew right away when I did see the play. You know, after seeing the replay of it, you know, I could see it on the board. I was like, wow, that was some blown coverage by our safeties. You know, it looked like Talanoa was kind of a little off. Nobody covered Trent Sherfield cutting over the middle, making that run. So he was wide open, and I didn't realize the guy was so fast. You know, I mean, he had some good speed. Took it to the house. Got their little 6 points. So I'm like, okay, this has to be a wake-up call for the best defense in the NFL. Because I say, if they don't respond to this, something's wrong. Something's seriously wrong. So I didn't worry about it too much. I said, a lot of football left. No reason to get too anxious. No reason to get, you know, excited. You know, I mean, I was excited, but, you know, let's just say there was no need to worry, okay? Early in the game, we knew we had a lot of football left, and things were going to change. And guess what? They did. They changed. They changed in a big way, guys, and probably a way that we weren't expecting because I think within the next series, you know, Jimmy G gets out there. He's doing his thing, driving downfield, moving chains, right? Looking good, you know, and but then he's scrambling, trying to throw the ball. He's running, kind of running for his life. He's running away from 2 defensive guys that happen to grab him, bring him down. And as you guys know, one of the guys, I don't know if it's a foot, knee, fell on his foot, and basically, come to find out, he broke his foot. At least at the time, we thought it was a rather shattered foot, because they said it could have been multiple breaks. So I was kind of like, right there and now, I was kind of like, oh boy, oh boy, here we go. First week 2, we go against Seattle Seahawks, right? No, was it Seattle? I can't. On my schedule. Yeah, Seattle Seahawks. First home game, we lose Trey Lance. Busted ankle. Now, some few games later, now we lose our boy Jimmy G. Down and out. And at the time, I didn't even realize how bad or significant this injury was because, again, I was, doing my thing, still, getting situated in the game. Shout out to Nina Glow in the house, always in the building support. Love you. Big things happen for me and Nina Glow. Talk about that later. Anyway, so he goes down. I didn't realize it was that extent of an injury because, it looked like I saw him get up and he made his way off the field. Didn't think much of it. The next thing you know, I turn around, look up on the monitor. They show him being rolled out in a cart, like the injury cart. The cart, they take out all injury players all the way to the locker room. I'm saying, oh my goodness, ain't this a bleep? You know what? And so now I'm thinking right away, that means it's time for Mr. You know who, you guessed it. It's time for Mr. Relevant to step in. Number 13, Brock Purdy. Now, I ain't going to lie. Honestly, guys, I was pretty, I don't know. I just didn't know what to expect, but I wasn't worried because I always wondered what Brock was going to bring to the table, Brock Purdy. And guess what we found out? And the boy played really good. He was 25 for 37 pass completions. He had 210 yards, 2 touchdowns. I mean, Mr. Relevant became relevant. The boy, there you go. Did his thing. And people, okay, let me tell you this. Friends know that we've been talking about this. I've been talking about this a lot of my friends, even the beginning of the year. And I said, you know what? I don't know what it is about this kid, Brock Purdy, but watching him in the practices, watch his game tape, all this. Watching it, I went back, watched his tapes, man. I'm going, there's something about this kid that just kind of has that it factor, got a little dog in him, And when I say dog, and I'm talking about competitiveness, he was ready. And this guy plays with a little edge. He got a little nasty edge, Unlike Jimmy, we love Jimmy, always looking pretty back there, nice jawline, looking good, you know what I'm saying? But man, Brock just got this kind of more expressive competitiveness about him. And I like that. That's something I always wanted to see out of Jimmy G. But, Jimmy G rather just, he liked to just smile, look pretty, look good, and, but when I saw Purdy come on out there doing his thing, I'm going to finally see. We're going to finally see if Brock Purdy is the real deal. And guess what, Faithful? We did find that out. Like I said, 210 yards, 2 touchdowns. Ooh, 2 words for you. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Brock. I was like, man. Now I was ready for him to have his little setbacks. I think he had like an interception, which didn't really matter. It was like a kickoff, where they intercepted it. It was kind of further down their end of the field. Didn't really affect us too much in that interception. A couple little bad little throws, but you know what? Man, let's just talk about Brock Purdy here for a minute. Some more. First of all, how did you guys? I want to ask, first of all, before I get started, let me ask you, faithful, that are watching. If you guys have a comment, you can put it down now, later. Don't matter, but I'd like to hear from you. But what did you think when Brock Purdy had to come in and take over for the San Francisco 49ers offense? I mean, and what I mean by that, did you feel panic? Did you feel like, oh, season's over? We're not going to make it to the bowl now. We're done. Like, what was your immediate feeling about what was going on. Really like to hear from you. But let me tell you what I felt. Again, I was pretty calm about it. I thought, finally, I'm going to see this guy play. Is he what I thought he was? Now, looking at some of the right away, obviously the Miami Dolphins, they decided to dial up some pressure on old Purdy. They're going to scare this kid. But you know what? I try to tell you, he ain't cut from the same cloth. And this man was ready. Unlike Trey Lance, he comes out of college with really 3-4 good years of experience. He's played a lot. He was a former Gatorade Player of the Year, 3-year starter at Iowa State University. He is the winningest quarterback at Iowa State University. 2-time first team All Big 12. So, he was, Dolphins tried to come out there, pressure him a little bit, but guess what? He just laughed. He just laughed at the pressure. Because you know what? If you notice, Brock Purdy hiking that ball, getting it out of his hands within 2 seconds. I went back, watched the video. I'm counting. 1,000. 2 1,000. Woo! It's gone. And man, that made me on fire. I was like, wow, this guy, for somebody coming in the game so suddenly, think about it. He hasn't even played with the starters yet. He's always on the practice squad team or whatever, that go against the starters. But this is his first time with the starters. Kittle, Debo, everybody. Ayuk, Jennings, CMC. It's first time. And he's slaying it. Now you could tell, maybe in the beginning, a little nerves, obviously, which is expected. But I'm proud of him. Came out there, reserved himself, got himself locked in, and he's out there making some of the what to me look like some of the just greatest passes, throws, execution, you name it. Look good. He looked like he'd been playing already for a few weeks, the way I'd looked at it. You know what I'm saying? The brother was looking good. Now, I'm not trying to say I'm jumping on this Brock Purdy train, but you know what? First game, looked good. And obviously, we all know he's got a big test against. We got the GOAT coming into town next Sunday, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And, we'll get more into that later. But I still want to back up, talk about Purdy in this game. So Purdy takes over. Purdy. He comes in, takes over, and next thing you know it, this guy is moving the chains, what we wanted to see. Kyle's offense, we all know, was a little dinking thing, quick shots here and there and stuff, and he seems to pick up right where Jimmy left off. But if anything, which was exciting to see, some of the passes that Brock was throwing was this impeccable, man. Oh, my man Damian Lee checked in. What's up, brother? We're to have faith in the Niner family. You know it, man. Always. We're always going to have that faith, brother. And now that you on, I know you like to talk some Niners. Man, tell me how you feel about our boy Brock Purdy, man. What would you say about his performance? Was you worried? Did you feel the season was over? We're going to make it to the Super Bowl with him or not? What was your immediate reaction? I'd like to know. I want to know how the faithful is feeling about this. Because this is big. This is really big. Really big. So, yeah, back to Purdy and throwing his passes. First of all, to see this guy throw passes with pressure on him and be able to timely get it out within 2 seconds. And I went back, watched it, timed it, 2 seconds. He's slinging it, throwing some great throws. And what's great about it is when he did throw to his, whether it be Kittle, Debo, whoever, he was able to throw it while they were on the run without breaking stride. That's what you want to see in a quarterback when he's playing. You want to see them put it in the bucket where these guys can catch it and still not have to stop to adjust to make a catch, but catch it as they're running. Because, one, that helps prevent injuries to our receivers, tight ends, whoever. If they have to stop, at leap up in the air to grab one or adjust back, make a play. You know what I'm saying? It just kind of screws up the whole, messes up the whole game. But I like the way Purdy was able to put the ball where these guys can get it without breaking the stride and continue running. And let me tell you, people, if Brock can keep that up, I'm telling you, he is going to be a great, great quarterback. Okay, this guy is. I mean, if he could keep those kind of throws going. And I know it's his first game. I'm not, like I said, I don't know. Tampa's next. I don't know how that's going to work out. But if he could just keep up doing what he's doing, it's going to be really excited to see Brock Purdy in action. Let's talk about this one. Brock Purdy sitting in the pocket, right? And if I'm correctly, I don't know, it was like third, something down, fourth and one. It was one of those third, fourth downs. Sees the pressure, Dolphins, just all 10 of them up on the line, right? So one of the guys break through, coming right at Purdy. You think this guy, took a sack or sweated it? No. What does he do? He knew what was coming. Throws a dart right down the middle to who? George Kittle. Kittle over the middle. And you could not ask for a perfect time throw or pass. Because he had that guy right in you go watch that again. He had this guy literally like within 2 or 3 feet in front of him before he threw it. And for that guy to make that kind of play again, ooh-wee, made Chili Will happy. Faithful happy too. Couldn't believe it. Now let's talk about some of the passes he made where he was throwing it in the window between 2 and 3 defenders. Right? Christian McCaffrey could have caught a touchdown right through the window. Because Purdy put it, bam, right there on the numbers. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just going to, again, I'm not saying no shot at Jimmy. I love Jimmy. But, man, I've never seen Jimmy make those kind of throws. Now, Christian dropped the ball, which was his fault. But he had it right there in his hands. But, hey, he made up for it later. But he had that ball right in his hands. So it wasn't Purdy's fault. Great throw. And some of the passes he threw, I think, to Debo between a couple of coverages, man, was like, wow. I was surprised at some of them shots that Debo had caught him. There was another route where Debo runs, runs straight, cuts across the field. He had a defender on his back, really close. Purdy slung it out there. Debo catches it in stride, mind you, still running, ready to make a play. Man, guys, I'm just saying, I don't know how y'all feeling, but man, this is Purdy's getting me excited. But like I said, I'm not going to jump on that train just yet. I'm not going to jump on that Purdy train just yet because we all know it's just one game, and he was just feeling it. He was just mentally prepared. He was ready, coached up well, ready to go. Went out there, performed, and did his thing. How about escaping pressure? How about the couple of times Brock had to move to avoid some pressure in his face, ran an out route, was able to catch Debo downfield, made a play. How about that? He could have easily took a sack. Jimmy probably would have, because Jimmy can't move like that. And face it, he just ain't, he doesn't have the experience of being chased by the cops. No, I'm kidding. But you know what I'm saying, right? He just doesn't come with the mad skills like that. Jimmy can't move like that. Look what happened to him. He got hurt because he tries, but he just doesn't have that elusive speed to avoid tacklers and be able to just get out in the open all the time. He's just such a pocket guy. He'd rather take the hit, lose some yards or whatever, instead of like trying to scurry out real quick or throw the ball away. Brock Purdy, I think that I was looking at a stat that showed that he had like over 1,000 something yards from, escape from pocket pressure. We haven't even really, I'm going to tell you guys something. We haven't even seen the best of Brock Purdy yet. We haven't really seen him throw a real big bomb pass downfield to somebody. we haven't seen him really have to escape the pocket where he just take off because the boy got speed. You haven't seen it quite yet. I mean, yeah, we've seen him elusive, escape, but he's been known to take off downfield if he's got the opening. He'll go for it. He'll run, and he got some good speed. So that's why it's exciting in the coming games to just see what Brock is going to bring to the table, man. I mean, I just can't. I mean, I'm going to be out of town next, week. But man, you know what? When I come back, I can't wait to, I'll see the footage of the Tampa game, and can't wait to see it, man. Oh, my boy Chris showed up. What's up, Chris? Oh man, yo, what's up, brother? CG Ruthless in the building, baby. Make sure you check out CG Ruthless, man. He got always got a great show. He's got his whole NFC West show going down. It's always great to watch, my man. Doing great things, man. Yo, Chris, what's up, my brother? He always tells it like it is, man. Ruthless is ruthless. Nasty. Always holds it down. Oh, man. He said, if you smell what the Purdy is cooking, yeah. That's right, baby. You told Chris, I'm smelling it, brother. I was smelling it for sure on Sunday, just like all the rest of the faithful. Shoot, that was exciting, man. That was exciting, bro. But yeah. Again, I can't really. I mean, I'm so like excited about Purdy. It's like I'm trying to hold a lot in and hold a lot back because a part of me just wants to let loose, but it's kind of like, hey, chill. Don't get too ahead of yourself. Don't get too overexcited just yet. So I'm holding back right now because I just like when Jimmy first got here, coming from the Patriots, being Brady's backup, of course, I was excited about that. I was really excited. I did see a lot, I did see some of Jimmy play, and I knew what this guy could do. So I thought, wow, this might be a good fit for us. When he came to the team, remember about 5 so years ago, right? What does he do? He wins like 6, 7, 8 of our games that year. We didn't, of course, make the playoffs that year, but Jimmy came in slinging it too. He looked great. He was throwing some great passes. He was doing all the great things that you want to see in a quarterback, and we were kind of off and running. I agree, Chris. You're right. We got to see more games. You're right. And so that's why I'm biting my tongue. I'm biting my tongue because I know I got to see some more just to, make sure this is just the real deal with Brock. But speaking of Jimmy G, we got news that the doctors have said that he's not going to need foot surgery, which is great. And if the rehab goes smoothly, he could have a chance to return within 7 to 8 weeks. So that's good news, guys. We thought we lost Jimmy for the year, but guess what? There's a chance he could possibly come back right where we need him during the playoff time. But a lot of people are questioning now, yeah, well, is he going to be in shape? Is he going to be able to go, take this team to the playoffs? Well, a lot's going to depend on how well Brock Purdy's playing. How many games he win in, if things are looking still pretty, good coming together, offensively, he's scoring a lot, then I'm sure, I'm sure Kyle's going to say, you know what, why don't you just go ahead, Jimmy, sit on that bench, drink some Gatorade, just heal up, brother. And as long as we know you're ready to go, we have you as backup, we'll just keep you as backup. So until we Chris said, hopefully this Purdy becomes a Walt Disney movie one day. Well, you know what? If he takes us to the Super Bowl and wins the Super Bowl, that's very possible. We got to see more games. Yeah. So, like I said, it all sounds good in our minds. We have this vision of what we want to see and want to, see how this whole thing turns out. But, we just, faithful, I'm just telling you, we can't get ahead of ourselves. Can't get ahead of ourselves again. And, just one game at a time. Just one game at a time. Let's not get overexcited. But we know, faithful know as a team what we need to do as far as, keeping ourselves on the track to make the playoffs. And we just got to focus on that right now. Let's just hold that number 1 seed in the NFC West. You know, we still got to have we play Tampa on Sunday, and then Thursday night, 4 days later, we got to head up to Seattle, and where it's very loud and crazy, and hopefully Brock Purdy is ready for that. You know, load my pad down. I'm getting like all kind of messages here, but anyway. So let's hope, you know, like I said, one game at a time. Right now, we got to focus on the Bucks. The Bucks, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Tom Brady coming to town. You know what? I'll tell you guys what. Let me tell you something. In the beginning, I was talking about Brock Purdy and how I liked the dog that he has. And let me just give you a little snippet of what I'm talking about when I say he got the dog in it. Now, I'm gonna show you this video piece. I want you guys to check it out. And in the background, I want you to look at Trent Williams, because even Trent Williams can see the dog in this boy. And tell me, how many times have you seen Jimmy G respond and act like this after a touchdown? So let me roll this for you. Let me get it on in here. Let's see. Here we go. Check it out.
The rookie comes on and leads the touchdown.
Pounding the chest. Now look at Trent. Oh, yeah. That pass to CMC. Now watch it again. Yeah. Baby, that's what I'm talking about. Show me something. Man, let's play. I gotta play it again, man. I'm sorry. It gets me excited. Here we go. One more time. Pound that chest, baby. Tell them who's up. Tell them who's up now. 13.
But that safety was just too back, and they didn't switch.
Boom.
One of the guys jumping off and rallying to Christian McCaffrey. San Francisco.
Oh man, I don't know about you, faithful. That just gets me on fire, yo. I'm just telling you right now. That just sets me on fire right now. Oh man, let me see this here. Yeah, so guys, man, I'm telling you, this is how this boy played in college. You saw that excitement. Let's picture that on like like that was like maybe level 3. Picture that on like a level 6, because when he was in college, man, he's chest bumping his players. He's pumping them up. He's yelling at, yeah, you know, this guy is locked in. Brock is locked in, and he's coming to play. And I can tell you right now, he don't care. I mean, I don't think, honestly, he's even intimidated. Like Brady coming to town. You know, obviously, I'm sure he's honored to play against one of the greatest quarterbacks in the game. Heck, he wasn't even born. 20. They said he was like 10 months old when Brady started in the NFL. 10 months as a baby. Okay, so now Brock gets to come in and play against Tom Brady, man. Ain't that something, man? Oh, man. Oh, we got more people checking the Bang Bang 90 game. Chill Will from Atlanta. What's up, Doug? What's going on, baby? Glad for you to check in, man. Thanks for supporting the channel, coming on, man. Hey, man, tell me how you feel. We're talking about, this show's been all about, Brock Purdy for me. Tell me how you feeling about that game, man. How you feel about Purdy, man? Is this guy gonna surprise a lot of us, you think? Or, was it just a one-time excitement? Guys, talk to me. Let me know what you think. I'm telling you. But Doug, check it all the way from Orlando, Florida, man. I got a lot of family. I got some family out there in Orlando, man. Always love it, man. Always love Orlando, Florida, man. King of Disney World. Shoot, love that place, man. Just too humid for me, though. I like the humidity, but the weather's great. Other than the humidity, the weather's nice. So shout out to Orlando. Shout out to my man Doug. Anyway, so yeah, we're coming in this Sunday. We have to host Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tom Brady's coming to town. Mr. GOAT of quarterbacks in the NFL. 7-time Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Man, that's going to be a game, guys. I think it's going to be a game. Now, let me tell you something. I think we're favored by 3 in this game. I really feel, though, that the Niners will be able to really run away with this game. If defense brings that A game they've been bringing the last, 5-6 games. They've been shutting out fools like the last 5-6 games. Well, in the second half, they've only given up, I think 10 points. I don't know. In 5 or 6 games in the NFL, that's unbelievable. Number one in everything, practically, except for maybe pass defense. I don't know. That's ranked about third or fourth. Everything else is first. You know what I'm saying? Man, those checking. He said, "I see your baby boy. Purdy is the word." He said he's the word. Oh man, championship defense indeed, definitely too humid. Yes, it is. But hey, some people love that humidity here. It's good for the sinuses. Like me, I get my bad sinuses. It's like, whew. I said Montana the GOAT. Yes, he is. Like I said, 7-time Super Bowl champion, Tom Brady coming in the building. But guess what? He hasn't seen a defense like the 49ers defense, baby, number one in the NFL. I hope, boy. Now, let's get something straight. Tom Brady's Tom Brady, right? I mean, this guy, you saw what he just played against New Orleans Saints and was able to come back, I think, in the late, fourth quarter. I didn't see the game, but from what I heard, came back in the late fourth quarter, came back to win, I think, by 1 point. So he ain't a guy you can take easy. I don't care what anybody says, but you just better be able to cut the head off the snake, is what I'm saying. Defense better come in and just make sure they do not allow Brady to do Brady Bunch kind of stuff. Okay? We don't want Tom Brady coming back and trying to make us look foolish in our own building. No, that's not happening. That's not happening. Defense is going to come out. This guy, I hope this guy is smart enough to put his track shoes on and get ready for a Niner defense that's going to come at him so viciously. The swarm is going to come and attack. And if this guy, he don't escape the pocket, I mean, we might see Bosa. Ooh, he might get another 3 sacks. And also with the return of Eric Armstead, man, does that guy make a big difference in the defense? Man, crazy. It's crazy. Can't wait. It's going to be a game, guys. And then on top of that, you got to listen to the faithful cheering loud for our defense. It's going to be crazy loud. I mean, thank you. D-line finna dominate. They sure are, man. They're going to, man. NFC, you're in trouble. I'm just saying. I'm just saying it now. We all know. We faithful. We know our boys. We know what they're capable of. We know what they're capable of doing to other teams. Philadelphia, enjoy your little 9-1 record right now, because I'm going to tell you, playoffs is a different beast. Dallas Cowgirls, get ready. You saw what happened last year. Okay, well, think of us last year, but twice as better on defense. And just letting you girls know, get your Spurs ready. You're going to be in trouble too. Minnesota Vikings? Cousins, come on. These guys, Vikings always there. Playing weak division. They're always there. Cousins does his thing. Playoff times come though. What's Cousins do? He can't play up to that. He can't play up to the big stage moment. I'm sorry. These guys just can't do it. But I got my eye on Philadelphia Eagles. I think it would be a great matchup. See us and them. So I was watching ESPN. Somebody say, 49ers can't play in the cold in Philadelphia if they got to play Philadelphia Eagles. I'm like, can't play in the cold? What the hell did we do to Green Bay Buccaneers last year? It was like 50 below zero. We can't handle the cold? We took out freaking top team last year. Don't give me that craziness, please. I don't even want to hear it. Playoff time. I'm telling you, NFC teams. You've been warned. Watch out. And if our boy Purdy keeps up the way he's going, sip of this water. Guys in trouble. NFC West is in some serious, serious trouble. That's all I got to say. That's right. Bring on them ball-headed Eagles. That's right. They're gonna be all gonna be ball by the time our defense gets finished with them in the playoffs, that NFC Championship game. You better believe it. No doubt. I guarantee you. I don't care how cold it is. Faithful gonna be out there. We have to play them in NFC Championship. We're gonna be out there. Faithful gonna be representing strong. It's gonna be crazy. But let's see what happens. Well, right now, let me dial it back. Doug, Chili Will, dial it back. Focus right now, next Sunday, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 1:25, kickoff time, Sunday. Let's take care of let's come and take care of what we got to take care of. One team at a time. We're gonna have Bucks, Seattle, Washington, Raiders, and the last game, Arizona. They should be about out of it by then. 5 more games, guys, before playoff time, right around the corner. And with Christmas coming up, seasons, days are going to be swinging on by real quick. Again, got these 2 quick games coming up next week. So let's see how that goes. If we walk out of here with the next 2 wins in this next coming week, then we got a good, we got a good long week off, hopefully, defense and the team will be, a little more time to rest and get ready and prepare for all this. But let me ask you guys this question. Who does Brock Purdy remind you of when you see him play? I mean, any particular quarterback in mind, just top of your head? Anybody come to mind? I'll tell you who I think he reminds me of a little bit. I ain't saying he is him, but he looks a little bit like Russell Wilson. He got a little Russell Wilson-esque to him. I thought, wow. I love the way this guy throws the ball too. Instead of low and direct like sometimes Jimmy does and the people swat it all the time, he's got that beautiful kind of drop back rainbow arc under the ball, which you'll always like to see when a quarterback throws a ball when no one can jump up and swat it in your face. So far, it looks good. He also has a little sidearm throw. You see that? Runs out to the side, got that little Mahomes thing going on now. I was like, wow, got that tool in his belt there. Okay. My man does say, ooh. He said, young Montana. Do you really feel it? Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, he good. You know what? You never know. He obviously, as he gets a little more polished, he could work up to Montana status, no doubt. Keep feeling like Montana. See, he was great at throwing balls through windows too, right? Always had that, that just great accuracy. He was able to just get that thing out. Always threw it in between people, and I think that's another thing why Montana was just so amazing, because just some of the balls he threw and completed to his receivers. It was fire. And now you see Brock Purdy doing the same thing. I never seen Garoppolo do that. Not much. Maybe caught him a few times here and there, but not a lot. But let me see. As the coming games come along, let's see how Purdy's gonna deliver. Again, I don't want to get. I see. I'm holding a lot of excitement back. Chili will try to hold it back in, but I don't want to cut loose on Purdy too early. So let's give him a few more games. Good games coming up like Bucks, Seahawks, even Washington. He's going to be tested, man. He's going to see some rather good defense. They're all going to test him. They're all going to pressure him, see if this guy is who he is. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be tested. So we're going to see what he brings. Doug said those 80s was the decade indeed. Yes. Oh, man. See, Doug, most of the faithful that are like 30, 35 right now, they don't know much about that. They were probably little kids, or if not even born. But yeah, man, 80s was a beast. 80s. Oh, I mean, we had some of the talent we had on so many different teams that come through Candlestick that Joe Montana had to face was just crazy. You know what I'm saying? And the games. I mean, we still have great talent now, but because rule changes and things are so different now, it's not, to me, not quite the same. But hell, if Montana had the rules that they have today, he probably would have played about as long as Brady is playing right now. That's for sure. God knows how many more Super Bowls the Niners could have had. We could be looking at like trying to go for an 8th or 9th right now. Shoot. The same rules apply like they do now. I'm telling you. But let's see. So yeah, Tampa Bay Buccaneers guys coming into town. What do you think? True test coming up for Purdy. I say now that he has another whole week of practicing with the starters, he's going to be even more locked in. He's going to be locked in and keyed and ready to, ready. I expect him to do a better job than he did against Miami. That's what I'm expecting, but we all know things can go sideways real quick with turnovers. I think if the Niners just play a clean game, not too many penalties, no turnovers, we walk away. I think I really feel we can really whip on these guys. Now, Tampa's got a pretty good defense, but they're not all that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they're probably about as good as what the Saints were. They're gonna hit you. I know they're dealing with some injuries and stuff too, but you know what? It's gonna be a good test. It's gonna be a good test. So I'm just gonna be patient and wait anxiously till Sunday, and we'll see how things go. But like I said, Chili Will's gonna have a lot of things going on this coming weekend. Celebrate my anniversary to the love of my life, Nine Aglow. We're gonna celebrate on Monday, renewing our vows. So I can't wait. It's gonna be such a special, wonderful moment. Love her with all my heart. She's done so much for me in my life, and I can't be more appreciative of her. And she's always had my back, and it's going to just be really awesome to do. And we're going to take a trip out to the Cayman Islands with family, so it's going to be just a beautiful, wonderful trip, and I just look forward to that, guys. So that's why I won't be able. There's a chance I might not do a show next Wednesday. I don't know. I definitely won't be able to do my end game live with Chili Will after the game, after whooping on the Buccaneers. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to be a lot to talk about because also the Thursday night game against Seattle. So it'll be like 2 games I'm going to have to catch up on and everything. So, I'll get, if I don't, like I said, if I miss you guys next Wednesday, for sure, the next following Wednesday, gonna definitely, there's going to be a whole lot to talk about, I'm sure, by then. So looking forward to that. Let's see. Looking at my comments here. Oh, yeah. See, here we go. 9 o'clock. Can't wait to renew our vows. Yes, baby girl. Me and you on the white sands of the Cayman Islands, taking in the sun. Woo! Under the palm trees, renewing our vows. It's gonna be beautiful. Oh man. Oh, God's blessing right there. Doug puts in a little 30-17. Not a game. Okay. I like that. I feel that, Doug. 30-17. Thanks for the anniversary shout out, Doug, man. Appreciate you, bro. You always had my back, man, and always showed love to 49 Street Squad, man. I really appreciate you. You know that. Let me get into just some update developing news. As you know, since Jimmy G got hurt, the 49ers have officially signed quarterback Josh Johnson for a 1-year deal. So he will be the backup for now for Brock Purdy. I know everybody was trying to get Baker Mayfield here. Thank God he didn't come here. I'm sorry. I'm not a Baker Mayfield fan, even when he was drafted. Nothing against the kid personally, but I just didn't think he was all that. And obviously you could see went to the Browns and then I think Carolina, and even I think Christian McCaffrey even had some things to say about him that didn't sound too great. But anyway, he found his way to the Rams. So have fun down there in LA. Enjoy yourself. Baker Mayfield. Nick Bosa has a hamstring irritation. So dealing with that, but I think he's going to be okay. He'll be up ready for this game, I'm sure. Tampa Bay safety Tavarius Moore has a knee sprain that will force him to miss several weeks. Man, Moore's been doing great, man. I hate to just lose any of our guys in that secondary. And just to prove to you guys, when I first saw back to Brock Purdy, and I told you, I go, man, he just something about him. He got like the dog in him. Well, guess what? Nick Bosa had commented and said about Brock Purdy. He said, I saw him in preseason and it looked like he had some dog in him. He said that in the text, man. So see, I'm not the only one. I told you. I told you it was just something about this kid, man. It just, just pushes all the right buttons. Trent Williams said, someone on Twitter, let's see, Bridget Condon said on Twitter, she says that Trent Williams told me of Brock Purdy. He says, Trent supposedly said, you would think he's been in the league 15 years. If you're talking, he'll say, shut up. No, he says, if you're talking, he will tell you to shut your ass up. He ain't no timid rookie feeling his way around. He says, he will get on your ass. That's what I'm talking about. You would think he's like Peyton Manning or something. That's what Trent Williams said. Wow. That's coming from your old lineman. He's on the field with Brock hearing this. So he's just telling you right now that this guy is the real deal. I mean, he's coming out there leading his guys, demanding his attention, and that's good. That's what you want to see in a quarterback. I never heard anybody say that about Jimmy, but I personally have heard, because of these little mics that they like to throw on him and wear. We've heard Jimmy talk though. He's got control of his boys. He'd be telling them. But to hear this from a kid that's just coming in right now, and he's demanding these guys pay attention. The only thing for me, Brock Purdy, he just needed to kind of work on his clock management. Him and Kyle, they got to work on getting those plays in a lot faster and quicker instead of burning and using up a lot of our timeouts. So hopefully they'll work on that and get better. That was probably like the one main flaw I kind of had about Sunday's game with him, but knowing him being a rookie coming out for the first time this season, of course he's going to, I expect that. But this kid, like I said, 3 strong years of quarterbacking in college. I mean, he's had over 12,000 yards passing. He's thrown like 81 touchdown passes. 81. That's pretty impressive. Let's hope he can continue to impress us with those kind of numbers, guys. I'm telling you. So with that said, before we go, guys, I want to, again, just thank 49er Faithful supporting me on the channel, subscribing. I'm getting emails all the time. People subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate y'all. Love you guys. And again, just keep showing the love. And shout out to all the other great 49er commentators out there that are doing their shows and stuff, man, because they're doing a great job. And it's not easy as it looks sometimes. You always want to come out and be able to do a great job, and represent our teams, represent the fans, and I love talking 49ers, and I always love talking to the faithful about the 49ers. I should open up my call line today, gave it a try. Doug could have probably called me in all the way from Orlando. We'll do it next time. But again, appreciate you guys. Appreciate all the love that you guys been showing. And I want to just give a shout out to at the tailgate on Sunday. Had a great tailgate, man, at the king of the tailgates. We had the shout out to the 408 South Bay Swag, always throwing the party down there. Pole 20, Green Lot 1. We had Jose Santana that was out there with Keyman, guys out there singing all the great rap songs and tunes, and everybody. I mean, you just seen everybody have a great time, young and old, man. It's just great to see it. If you go to my Instagram, follow me on 49_street_squad. Let me blow it up for you guys so you can see it better. I always hit the wrong one. Here we go. Follow me on Instagram at 49ers_street_squad. Always posting pictures of the faithful, man, which I love. I just love just seeing everybody always out there, just having a great time. Just getting amped up, fired up, and ready for the 49ers to kick some more. You know what? So shout out to Ruben, the guys, Rudy, man. Love you, brothers, man. You guys always treat me great time I'm down there. So I appreciate it. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to a lot of other so many. You get the 4A faithfuls out there. Shout out to you guys, man. Always holding the parties over there. And man, it's like block party after block party all over the parking lot, man. Like wherever you go to Blue Lot, you got an Empire Row over there too in the Blue Lot. These guys always got the 49er shot ski out. Everybody's taking shots, and it's crazy. So much love just to everybody that's just doing a great job and doing their thing, man. Just want you to know I appreciate you. And and like I said, when I get back, we're gonna have a whole lot to talk about. We'll have some guests on the show, and because like I said, it might even be a longer than normal show, because like I said, we're going to be talking about probably like 2 games, and it's going to be a lot to cover. So again, if I don't see you guys next Wednesday, I'll see you the next following Wednesday, and look forward to seeing you guys. Have a blessed week, man. Have a great weekend, and of course, enjoy the Sunday game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and let's see what else Brock Purdy can do coming out on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? So remember, like I said, everybody, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. 49 faithful, keep the faith in the red and gold, man. Let's take this to the playoffs, baby. I know Brock can do it, man. You guys take care. Have a good one. Your boy Chili Will is out. Love y'all. Peace.